Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Opinionated Lushes. On today's episode, we have a special guest, Alyssa.
Hi.
Tell us about yourself, Alyssa.
She's so nervous. It's okay.
It's okay. What brought you here?
The bathroom brought her here.
Oh, why am I here? Well, I loved the show from like the first little trailer bit of when you introduced of like this is the show and what it's going to be. I'm like, I love it. I want it. I want in. I love it.
So she's in.
And I'm nervous as all hell.
Yeah,
Okay, you'll blend in.
And you are related to Sonia, correct? Because
Yes,
we believe
she
in
is my aunt.
nepotism.
That's right,
Nepotism is how you get on the show.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, no one of us.
Nepotism. Yeah. You got to be part of the family.
All right, guys, what's everyone drinking?
Jessica usually goes first, but Alyssa, since you're
Alyssa.
the
Yes.
guest.
Alyssa's the
Right.
guest.
Me. Oh, I don't know what to call it, but it's strawberry daiquiri, Rockstar vodka, a Rev vodka,
Swamp water.
Swamp
basically,
water.
yeah.
So runs in the family is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I did swamp water 2 times ago, and it was not tasty.
Mine just tastes like a super red drink.
It tastes like bread. Awesome.
It tastes
Yeah,
like
love that.
red.
Yeah.
Somehow it's weird that like we all know what that tastes like.
Yeah, we all know it.
You know, you're like, hey, did you have some blue? And you like get that taste, you feel it. You're like, oh
blue.
yeah, no, blue,
Yeah.
I got you, you know?
I like the blue. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm doing the same thing because I am not going into stores right now. So I can only get the alcohol I can get delivered, which is usually brewery beer. So Collective Arts again.
Yay! They should like maybe sponsor you. If you're
Yes,
listening,
Collective Arts really should. I'm embarrassed at how much I've spent there. Like,
Yeah.
because I'm always like, just try it. Like, this is, they have a limited edition IPA. I want to know, and I don't even pay attention. I like drink it, and I'm like, oh, this probably tastes good. By the time I'm drinking it, I don't care.
nice.
Yeah, you
Sonia?
spent so much money on there. They should at least give you some boozes, like point system, something.
I'll wear some
Yeah.
merch.
Merch. All right, I'm just drinking guava juice and vodka.
Ooh.
Guava. It's actually put too much vodka in. I'm actually not a big vodka drinker, but
That's that's a lie.
I drink a lot of vodka.
I was gonna say, what did we drink on the live stream?
It was vodka. No, that was rum.
Was it? No,
Yeah?
it's vodka.
It's vodka. No, I poured that from a bigger bottle. It was white rum.
You poured a bunch of white rum into a 2.6 of vodka.
Listen, it was a gift from my father-in-law. It was a very, very big bottle.
This was
Yeah.
full when she came
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, and it was.
And we
poured it.
almost finished it. We were real close.
Take a drink of it. Tell me if it's vodka or rum.
I can smell it and tell if it's vodka
Okay.
or rum.
All right.
It smells like nail polish remover. It smells like vodka to me.
So it is vodka. I don't know that it is. The point is, I got a big giant bottle.
So it's a mix of vodka and white rum is what I'm probably
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah. We're gonna say it's a mix. I dumped it. I was being recycled. No, what is it when you repurpose? There was only a little bit
you were
left.
being recycled.
My words suck so bad right now. So I was being a good person, reusing a bottle and filling it up. So I made sure I had enough.
But now we don't know what we drank.
No, we don't. The point is, my drink now is too strong. That we go back to that.
I guess we should get the ball rolling before you get too far gone. We haven't even gotten the word yet.
I know. All right, Dom Marie.
I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm actually having a Neocitrin because I have a sinus infection. So just right after COVID, just getting sick again, just over and over. So
Never healthy. Have fun with
never.
that. Never. All right.
We'll start a secondary podcast called Never Healthy. And it's just
Never
whenever one of us
Healthy.
is sick, you're just on that.
I'm going to be
one- on
hosting a
that
lot
show.
then.
Yeah. So Alyssa, what we usually do is we get a statement to talk about, and then we have a drinking word. You've listened, so you know. Make sure you follow the rules, or you won't be invited back again.
I know. I won't be a part of the cool kids anymore.
What
No.
rules?
What? You have rules?
Right. We have
yeah,
rules.
yeah, we don't follow them either. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scaring the girl.
Yeah. No.
Gosh, I'm an outsider. Gotta be. Oh my God, what's the word?
Stay gold, pony boy.
No, not that.
No one else got that reference.
Oh my God.
No, it's the
I did.
outsiders. Yeah, no. Stay golden, pony boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. This is the statement. Well, not statement, question, icebreaker, whatever. Who has impressed you the most with what they've accomplished?
Like out
And-
of us or
No,
just
no.
in the
Life
world?
in general.
Oh, okay.
In life. And then the drinking word is ever.
Okay. Speaking of drinking words, the last episode we did, the word was like, and no one stopped using that word. I feel like we actually managed to use it more.
Oh no.
I feel like it was on our brain so much that last episode, that's all we say.
I don't think we put a drink down. It was just constant chugging.
Yeah, I think we're just drinking the whole time just because we knew we just couldn't stop. Like it was an addiction.
Yeah, we just
We
knew.
just can't. We accepted defeat last week, okay, guys?
Defeated. But it was a good defeat.
Okay, so it was someone that we're impressed with.
Yeah, who has impressed you with what they've accomplished? Like who did something in your lifetime or not in your lifetime, I guess. Let's broaden the horizons. Somebody who impresses you. Shania Twain. The don't impress me. That just came into my head.
Hey, Shania Twain like got cheated on by her husband, and then like her husband was cheating with another woman who was married, and then Shania Twain got with that girl's husband, and now they're like happily married or whatever.
That's good for her.
Yeah, and Shania, like after her husband left, she stopped singing for like a decade because she just couldn't breathe apparently when she was singing, like because of like anxiety and stress and stuff from all of that. That's why she stopped singing for a while, and that's why her coming back, Queen.
I didn't even know she left. I've just been listening to her music.
Yeah,
she
she
said
didn't
she-
release anything for like didn't perform or nothing for like 10 years.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, I
So
haven't
sad.
started listening to her, so
I haven't stopped. Like,
yeah,
I didn't
the
know.
repeats.
Yeah, I guess. But there's so many that like retire to have kids and families and stuff. I didn't know. she was
All I
going
know
through
is
turmoil.
feel like a woman. That's it. Feel
Oh, my
like a woman.
You don't know like whose bed have your boots been under? You know? Yeah. No, my
Alyssa's
Now
like,
we're all
I don't
having,
know
like,
any of these.
karaoke.
Alyssa's like, I'm way too young.
I know them. I'm bopping along. I just don't know.
I don't know the words.
my favorite meme is Shania Twain like singing her song, and then it's like Brad Pitt, and he's just like, huh? Like because it's like, what did I do? Because Brad Pitt don't impress her. Like,
That's right. Oh, did we say ever? I'm gonna say we did.
Probably. I'm just drinking.
yeah, we
Okay.
tend to just just drink naturally throughout. But if we catch someone saying the word, sometimes it's fun to be like, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I still can't think
Okay.
of a person.
I know. I'm like,
Okay.
every
I
person-
got one.
Okay, you go.
My husband. Okay. Now, which I complain about a lot on here. Hold on.
So
I know.
sweet.
I know. Because when I got with him, like we were young, we were super, super young. He was 15, I was 16. I got pregnant at 18, so that made him 17. And right away, he took responsibility at 17 years old, got a job, we got an apartment together, and he hasn't left me. Like we're still together. And I'm 35.
He hasn't left you. He hasn't left me. He impresses me because he hasn't left me.
The
No,
bar
what
is
impresses
on the
me is
floor,
that he was
but
17 years
that's
old.
amazing.
Got a job and took responsibility. It's really hard for a 17-year-old to do that.
He
like-
was a kid and did more than some adults do.
Yes, that's where I'm getting at. Like, he raised the bar for these teenagers that have sex with other teenagers. You know what I mean?
I know. Like I got pregnant at 18 and my baby daddy's not involved at all. He's not even my son's legal father anymore. Like we did that paperwork.
We
Yeah.
all have practice, right? My first, he's a dish the butter. So my oldest is the person who helped make her is not a good person. He's actually a terrible human being who rolled 20 on charisma, so everybody loves him. But he's an actual garbage human. Throwing that out there. You're a garbage human.
Hey, it's fine. You're allowed to call people garbage if you have
Yeah.
evidence.
I do have evidence.
Because it's not libel at that point.
Like
or
abandoning your
whatever.
kid is garbage.
Emotional abuse is
It's
garbage. Don't abuse your kids.
Don't.
And don't like give expectations you can't meet. That was always my gripe. Was it's like, if you want to be part-time, just like admit that. Be like, this is what I want. This is what I can handle. This is what I can do.
Which
And
is
it's like,
fine.
you know, like it still makes you garbage depending on what it is.
Right?
But
At least you know you're garbage.
yeah, at least you're honest about it. You're not lying about it. You're not trying, you know, and it actually will help with the emotional part because the expectations are there and they're being met. It's when you say you're going to do all this and do all that and be there all the time, and then you don't show up when you're supposed to, and the kid's left waiting on the doorstep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Because like when I went to court with my son's father, he had moved out of the city we lived in, and he didn't drive or own a car at that point. So between court dates, he couldn't really take any visitation besides like 1 week, and it was like a few months apart. So to help with that, he was basically scheduled court order phone calls. Now I offered him every Wednesday. Okay. He asked for every other day. Cool. So I said, sure. If you can make a phone call every other day at 7 p.m., sure. He made 6 out of 36 phone calls.
Yikes.
Which would have been one phone call, like a little
week.
less than one phone call a week, but it would have been about one phone call a week. So I'm like, I knew what you could do. You tried to overshot it, and now you just look even worse. So
Yeah, he was trying to look good, but then it backfired and made him look worse because he couldn't do what he said he could do.
exactly. And I feel like that's the worst part about it.
So from my experience and my oldest child's experience, don't lie for them. Like I got to the point that my oldest is like, I am kind of mad at you because you set me up for failure because you would always lie for him. Like I would always say, oh, he loves you. Well, I don't know if that's true, but like he loves you. He's just busy. He's busy. He was never that busy. He just rather do whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, he's working, whatever. And then so it got to the point where she's like, well, I would have known beforehand that he was a piece of shit and I wouldn't be so heartbroken now. So if your baby's father isn't trying to put effort into it, for your kid's sanity and future healing, don't lie about it. That's
Like, don't lie, but also don't
Well,
Don't
yeah, don't
totally
over
bash them
exaggerate.
and like
Right,
when you're young, you shouldn't involve them. But at the same time, I do get it. Like when she got a little older, then you could be like at 10, be like, okay, well, he hasn't called because I just haven't heard from him. I'm sorry. I don't know why he's not calling. And just leave it at that. You don't have to be like, well, he's with his new girlfriend. Like you don't need to put that emphasis on it.
Yeah, I did age appropriate honesty. So
Yeah.
depending on his age at that point was how much I would tell him. So you know, in the beginning when he was young, it was like, well, your dad doesn't have a car. He doesn't live here anymore and he doesn't have a car. So, you know, like he just needs a car. And then as it got, you know, the phone calls and stuff, it was be like, okay, well, we have to see if you'll call today, but not he's going to call today or he's not going to call today. It's like, well, we just have to see. We'll wait, we'll see, and if not, then we'll have a snack, you know, and kind of move it on from there. And now he's 12, and he's like, we met him like after the adoption, they had dinner and stuff, which I set up, and he's still like, yeah, I don't like him. He's just like, I don't like him. Like that was enough. I was like, okay, I won't set up a visitation again. That's fine.
My oldest also has like a learning disability and autism and anxiety, and like she would never grasp that. Like why wouldn't he want to hang out with her, right? Like there's no age appropriateness to that. It's black or white. So it was too late, right? Now that she's almost 20, she's like, you know what? I'm finally seeing that he never loved me the way I needed to. So I'm actually very proud of her. She confronted him And she's like, never talk to me again. So like, that's really good. That's really hard to do. Like having toxic parents and like not
I'm
being able to.
31 and I'm just starting to deal with it.
Yeah.
And it is hard. Like, I will not lie. That shit is hard to do. And I'm 31. So like doing it like by the time you're 20, like that's huge.
You got any input there, Liz?
No, maybe, yes.
She's like, I got so much input. I don't know if I want to say it though.
Exactly.
You'll be able to rant
Well, then
forever.
you can always move on the conversation if you have someone that inspires you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I guess. Terry, aka Mafaja, the wonderful man that pumped me into the world.
My brother.
Yeah, yes, your brother.
My brother. From the same
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, just of the effort he puts in for his kids. And, well, me as an adult, I can still lean on his shoulder and cry and be like, I don't want an adult. I need a supervisor. Help me. And he's all, okay, sure.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, he's a
Like,
good
I'm
dad.
jealous. Like, my inner child is like seething. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I need one of him.
Right?
I like
Well,
the
just-
theme that it's
Oh,
like
sorry.
men who stepped up. Like that theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice theme. I like that one. 'Cause I'm
But
gonna
you
add
kind
to
of
it.
detoured to like shitty dads at one point.
I
and
know,
now we're
but,
getting
like-
back to good dads. Like
I know. I want to
Well,
get to
because
the
it's a
balance.
circle.
Amy.
It's all a
Yeah.
circle, right?
there's
You
definitely a
know?
balance. There's not just shitty dads out there. There are good dads.
Good dads. Good dads.
Yeah.
Like my
Sorry, I'm just gonna add one thing, and we
Yeah.
also have to realize like our definition of good dads is very, very skewed as well.
Yeah.
Because like a dad being involved considered a good dad.
Yeah.
A mom being involved is considered the
Considered
bare
normal.
minimum.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
so just for our listeners and all of us as we get more tipsy, remember good dads is still just, systemically the definition is variant and much approves of men over women. Go.
Yeah. There you go.
my standards are actually pretty fucking high when it comes to listen to our last podcast. Who's most likely to love Kyle? No,
This wasn't our last podcast. That was like
Okay,
3
that was-
podcasts ago. But yes,
Yes.
listen to that one.
Not all Kyles are Chads. But I
Yes.
wanted to put somebody who's inspired me is I want to say again another male role model is my oldest brother, one of my oldest brother, Kenny, who raised me when my mom was going through stuff. Like my mom ended up with like undiagnosed depression, untreated, and she actually became neglectful for a little while. And my brother Ken was like, he's still to this day raising kids. So after he's done raising me, my brother Ken, my sister Natty, he's helping raising Alyssa, and then Natty's kids as well. So he's like a really good uncle. Like he's the fun uncle, but like
Oh, yeah.
he will be like, you're being bad, stop it. He's stern, but so much fun. Like he's great. Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
last of people men.
Well, that was
inspire
like
me.
my poppy was like he never like believed in like spanking kids, which is like revolutionary for his age because he's my great grandfather. So like,
Mm.
but my family just kept having teen pregnancies, so that's how I got to know my great grandparents. And like he is like I always was like the way he loved his like my great grandmother, my nanny, the way he loved her was always something I was like I dreamt about. Like they were together since like they were teenagers, and he was like in World War II and all this crazy stuff. But they did everything together. They traveled the world. They were part of like the curling team. They did ballroom dancing. Like the week he passed away, they danced like the day before like he passed away. Just because, and he wasn't talking at this point. He had like 7 strokes. Like it was, he had a lot, but he was still able to get up and dance. He just couldn't speak. And it was just, they got pictures of it and it was beautiful. And I just always was like, man, I hope I could find someone that would love me like that one day,
Yeah.
because
love.
you just don't see that very much
You
in
don't.
men, and especially like the way men are portrayed in the media too. Like you just you don't see that. So
That's
Toxic
definitely some like
masculinity, yeah.
Notebook like movie theme
but the
going on.
Notebook
right
is
there.
awful. Like
I
he
know.
was a
I know,
stalker.
I
He was
know.
emotionally abusive. He was a manipulator and a
He was
liar.
so bad
I
too.
know.
Like, it
Like
was-
he forced her to love him in the most abusive way, and then she's like losing her memory, and he's like, "No, you still have to remember me. You still have to remember me. I don't give a fuck." Like, and I'm just like, "That's the ending? Like, how is this romantic?"
like, where's their kids? Like, they have kids and stuff, and
I
Yeah.
don't know. The Notebook, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. And people will watch that and be like, "That is a romantic man," and I'm like, "No, that's an abuser. Like, that's just
Yeah.
what it is. Like, I'm sorry."
And now I feel that I'm happy that I've never watched The Notebook.
That's right. You're not
I
missing
watched
out.
it like once. It's not as good as like okay, so I don't like those type of movies. The Notebook, what was the one with Rachel whatever and
Something Rachel.
And you're talking about
Rachel McAdams
McAdams, yeah.
and what's his name? Channing Tatum. What's that movie with those two? And
The
she
memory
loses
loss
her,
one.
her memory. Huh?
That's a true story.
Okay, I don't care.
I never saw that one.
I don't like the movie, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
is I
yeah.
didn't like the
I'd rather
movie.
just watch 50 First Dates because at least it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't think that was Adam Sandler's best.
Well, no,
Um,
Adam Sandler hasn't been his best since the 90s. but,
Yeah, like if you say Wedding
Happy
Singer, I'm like, I'm
Gilmore.
on it. I like that. But
Yeah.
anything, yeah. But anyway, I don't like those types of movies. They're unrealistic. So they're not
I
for me.
don't like
most
romance
are.
movies. Just like I don't like romance novels, you know.
I like
romance
rom-coms
anything.
though. Like if they're comedies, it's great. Then I love the romance behind it. Romance has to be funny, or it's not for me. If it's all serious and I don't know, it's just if I don't like it, then it has to be funny.
Okay, here's someone that inspires me based off that. All those actresses who now make a living looking like every other actress in those Hallmark Christmas movies. I'm so
Meryl Streep.
like this is really random, but like I love a good bad Hallmark Christmas movie. It is or anything related to that. I always go on Netflix and look at all the like those rom-coms. Totally. Christmas Wedding Planner. Chef's kiss. So good. So good. Like it's I won't spoil it for you, but one of like the members of NSYNC makes a guest appearance. I'm just
It's
saying,
Lance.
so good.
No, Joey.
I was gonna say
Well,
it's Lance
yeah,
because he
Joey.
makes a guest
Joey.
appearance on everything now.
I love
Joey.
Lance so much. He
Lance
is my
Bass.
favorite NSYNC person now
Shout out
and
to
for
Lance
always.
Bass.
Yeah, Lance, if you want to be on the show, just email us opinionatedlushes@gmail.com. But no, and like I used to want to go into acting. I mean, I still would. Like if anyone has a movie deal, like I would be in it. But I don't know if I would be able to do acting like that because I don't think I would be fulfilled. Like you're the because you're the same. Like they're all the same character. It's just it's women just looking similar, but different women playing them.
Yeah.
And like I guess any job like that, any person. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna broaden it. This is my niche,
Broadening.
but then I'm gonna broaden it to like for everyone.
Okay.
People that have to work jobs that they fucking hate. I am inspired by you.
Yeah,
I used to be that person. I used to have to do that. So like I get the
Fast
grind.
food. Everyone
And
in
some
the fast food industry.
Oh my god.
Special-
Retail,
Retail.
factory,
Yeah.
healthcare now,
Oh god. Teachers.
teachers, EAs,
Post
any
workers,
woman
like-
dominated profession.
Yeah.
Women. I most women. Not Amber Heard, but most women.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about her. The turd. No, we're not talking about her.
I love how her name rhymes and like all the memes coming out of that. Like you set yourself up for that. Like
Yeah, I mean she
why'd
did
you
shit
make
in a
it
bed.
Why'd
She
you
did
make it
shit in
so
a bed.
bad?
so-
Like-
But
Like-
don't, because if I ever have a something come out in the media, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Jessica fart," and then we have memes about it.
Well, don't purposely
fart in
fart in
someone's
people's
face.
face on
Yeah,
purpose.
you're
It'll be
good.
fine.
I'm gonna Dutch oven someone.
That'll be your thing. That'll
That'll
be
be my thing.
That'll be your
Your
domestic
story.
violence crime right there as you Dutch oven them.
Yeah, and I don't let them leave until they smell it all.
crispy afraid.
Yep. And I'm gonna make sure I eat tons of spicy food right before.
Whatever burns his nostrils. But that won't hurt that you too.
No. You like your own farts.
Do you?
No, but it wouldn't
Yeah.
hurt to do, is what she said.
Oh, I thought you said, "Wouldn't that hurt you?" And I was like,
Yeah,
no,
hurt you
why
as in
would
hurt
that
your
be
butt.
fine?
Like,
No, I have
Your tummy?
I have stomach pain all the time. Like, it's,
Right,
how am I
like,
going to
yeah.
differ that pain from my anxiety?
we're in
stomach
our
pain?
30s, Sonia. Like, other than Alyssa, we all know that pain.
She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
She's like, what? I'm gonna have
I know
stomach
it a
pain.
little bit. I'm
Wait,
only
how-
7 years away from 30.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
only
you're a
7.
baby.
Only
my God.
7.
I'm 7 years away from being 40. What? Like,
Oh my
Aren't you more
goodness.
than that?
no, well, 6, 5, almost 5.
I thought you're older.
I'm 30 for turning 35 in a couple of months. Okay, no, I'm 29. Okay, let's back it up. 29.
Sweet. I'm now the middle child.
People who inspire me, people who are naturally decrepitly old but don't look it. That's inspiring. The natural, yeah, like you,
The fountain of youth drinkers.
right?
You're not inspired by them. You're inspired to be them.
That's
Yeah.
right. I want to be
Yeah.
them. That's,
Yeah.
I want to be 50 and still look 35.
I want to be Jane Fonda.
Which one's
Yes.
that one?
Baywatch.
Baywatch. I don't even know. I didn't watch
Yeah,
Baywatch.
I think Grace and Frankie.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that either. If it's not like
Wait,
Stargate,
didn't Jay Font didn't she
Or-
do like Baywatch?
Probably.
Right,
She
something
she did workout videos. Like you could work out with Jane Fonda
oh,
and stuff
okay.
like this. But she was also an actress, and she also did a lot of protests for like the Black Panthers and stuff, and got arrested a lot for that back then. So, and now she's on a show called Grace and Frankie on Netflix, which is great.
Oh, I'm like sweating so I'm having a hot flash, guys. Like menopause is not amazing.
no,
It's like the worst thing. I have like it's minus weather outside. I have the window open. There's no heat on. Got my jammies as low as they'll go.
if
It's
you're
just, like,
having menopause this early,
I'm almost
usually
40.
that's what? Yeah, but no, most menopause doesn't start till like later on.
I come
like-
from a family of not good genes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like my genetic disorder has a specific thing that will cause perimenopausal symptoms in your 30s.
Yeah. I
So
don't know. what I
I'm
have.
just saying there might be an underlying cause there.
Listen, I seen so many fucking doctors and nobody knows what's wrong with me. They're just like, well, listen, this is your family history, so maybe this is what you have. They don't.
I
is that-
got lucky.
like-
I only got lucky because my kid has epilepsy, which is unlucky. But
not very
then,
lucky.
But then I'm lucky my kid like has a disease. Like that's
Yeah.
awesome.
but he ended up having to get genetic testing for it. And one of the things came up with like a genetic illness that only travels on the X chromosome. So he could have only got it from me.
Aw, isn't that
So
sweet?
they tested me just to get my numbers. But yeah. So, you know, he got a gift. He got it from his mama.
Aw, isn't that
Aw.
so sweet? I give my kids
Genetics.
autism.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same.
Oh, man. If only I had known.
That's right. Like if I
Oh,
could
I
see
know.
to the future, I'd be like, no, I'm not reproducing. That's not
Right.
something I want my kids to go through.
Okay, so someone that inspires me, like I feel a little cheesy saying this because Dawn already said it, but I
Sorry,
would
I'm
also
so sorry.
say my husband because I mean how we're talking about, you know, not so great baby dad. I mean, I don't know how he is now. He has like 2 other children. I kind of know his second baby mama, but I don't like we don't really talk a whole lot. So I have no idea how he is with those other kids, you know. And there's sometimes there's flukes, you know. They fuck up with number 1, but their new family is great, is thriving. I don't know.
No,
Um,
once a garbage person, always a garbage
Still
person.
a garbage person,
Yeah.
but he might be a better person to his current children. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't want to speculate.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you moved on.
But I
You
moved
know?
on, and so now my current husband had like the fact that like he had no experience with kids getting together. Like he had never dated someone with a kid. Like so it was really nerve-wracking for him to enter that relationship. And then he had dreams of being a musician and wasn't making money at that point. So you know, that adds a whole other layer there. But you know, like we've been together almost 9 years, I think. And he legally adopted my son. We have our daughter together, and we just managed to create this life like out of thin air almost. It feels like it's like night and day from the situation I was in with one person and the situation I am in with another. And so I guess like people that lift people up inspire me.
Yes.
Which is also my husband.
People that like help other people.
Yeah.
Is my jam.
Okay, I got a question for you guys based off of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that specifically, but the whole people inspiring us. We started with Shania Twain. So my question is, if you could have dinner with one celebrity, living or dead, and you can define what celebrity is, because that can change for people.
Yeah.
Who would it be and why?
Stephen Hawking, because he's a fucking amazing genius person.
Okay.
that is why.
Right there.
Fucking
Right there.
Stephen Hawking.
Hit the button.
Yes.
Hit the button.
He's so amazing. There's like no one as smart as he is yet. Like, why not?
Why not?
Like, why?
No. I'm not saying it's a bad answer.
There was a lot of like answers unanswered, questions, theories unanswered. Like, not fair.
So would
I
you
want him
want
back.
to talk with him, or would you just want to keep him at the dinner table to finish out his theories before he has
Right.
to go?
He can't
Like-
cross
like-
over.
Do you actually want him to talk with you, or do you want him to just finish everything that he was meant to do before he passed?
Both. I want.
Okay.
I want him
So
to
you
tell
want
me
like
all
a
the answers.
week of
Yeah,
dinners
I
with
need a
Stephen
week.
Hawking. Okay.
Yeah, not just one day. Just
What
run.
about you? What about you, Alyssa?
Ooh, childhood icon for me, Will Smith.
No, who you want to have dinner with? That was
It's Will Smith, I assume.
Will
Yeah.
Smith. She wants Will
Yeah.
Smith.
Wait, she wants to have dinner with her childhood icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will motherfucking Smith.
Smith.
There we go. Good. Yeah.
I
All right.
slapped
I
because
misunderstood. That's
but then
right.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth, guy. Yeah.
no,
him.
keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Fucking
mouth,
mouth.
mouth, mouth, mouth. There's a remix now.
Sometimes people, like, in my opinion, comedy isn't funny if you have to degrade somebody. I never laugh at a joke if it's putting somebody else down.
Yeah,
Never.
Yeah.
you punch up. You punch up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Does it like the government? Make all the fucking jokes you want about the government. Like, they need to be knocked down a few pegs.
Also, the joke wasn't even good.
It
Like,
wasn't.
How many people have seen the movie G.I. Jane in the past 15 years?
Domri, have you not Domri? Alyssa, have you seen G.I. Jane?
I think
No.
so, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Probably
say
not.
probably
You
not.
know what? I haven't
Yeah.
watched
Oh
G.I.
my
Jane.
gosh, I had it on VHS. Like, it's one of the
I didn't.
reasons. Like, I was like, oh, I get to shave my head. Like, very, because
But
it's a
such
very
an
big
old
moment in
joke,
the movie.
too. Like, that was going around when I was a kid, and it wasn't that funny either. It actually put people down, like Sonia said. It
Yeah.
was meant to make you feel not
Like
pretty as a
garbage.
woman.
Well,
Yeah.
and the basis of the joke, because the movie is all based around a female that joins the army, and she's the only female there, and she has
Yeah.
to prove that she can keep up with the men, and they don't believe her, blah, blah. So finally, she shaves her head, and that's the moment where they're kind of looking at her like, oh, this bitch is crazy. And so it kind of moves on from there, right? And so it's like, if you look at the levels of the joke is both women with short hair are masculine.
Yeah.
Like, short hair is always a choice for women to be masculine. Like, if you're comparing it with G.I. Jane, that's what it is. Like, short hair jokes aren't funny for women because women should be allowed to have short fucking hair. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
where's the funny in that?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so yeah. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like it was in poor taste and not even good and not
Yeah.
relevant. Like, so and a
Yeah.
slap, open hand slap, like he had perfect form. Like, that was the most
Oh,
gentlemanly
It
thing
was so
could
beautiful.
have done.
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
And I do-
Up and everything.
Yeah. And like,
It was
I just want to
classy.
say, well, that's the thing. The whole incident was classy. Like, if I saw people at a bar and one just went smacked and the other one said, I took it like a champ and like moved on, like that would have been like cool.
That's a
You know, it wasn't like a
raw
full on brawl.
Yeah.
Like, and Chris Rock did take that. He took that with his chin. Like,
Yeah.
kudos to him too for like realizing his mistake in that moment.
I
Yeah.
think it was shock mostly because he was like, holy shit, he actually did that. Like,
Yeah.
I knew he was going to
Yeah,
walk
he's
up
sick.
to me, but Didn't know that was actually gonna happen.
I would have lots of people would have been knocked out with a slap like that, you know.
Right? He stood his ground.
He stood his ground and he made a good comeback after, you know. Like I can't remember the line exactly that he said
It's
right
like I got
after.
smacked the shit out of by Will
by
Smith.
Will Smith,
Yeah.
and everyone just laughs. And it's just like,
Will
yeah,
Smith
just
will
move
smack the
on.
shit out
Like
of you.
move on. This shouldn't even be in the news. Like that was cool.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't have even known about the award show if it wasn't for that, you know?
Exactly. That's why a lot of people thought it was staged, is because they've been so boring lately that brought entertainment back. They're just like, we need to do that now.
I feel like Will Smith is just getting unhinged a little bit. He's just like, fuck everything. I'm just
I feel a little bad for him.
doing my shit, you know?
Yeah. So Alyssa, why do you want Will Smith?
Oh, well, why? Because of, I don't know, just a childhood icon. He came in my head. I had the oh my goodness. I had a bit of an ADHD moment and had the sound playing in my head of Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. And then there's a little techno beat of keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. Bow wow. Yeah, that's a day in my
Yeah,
life.
I know the It's good. It's good. What would you ask him? Like what will, or you know, like what would you say? Like you see him? I'm curious.
Yeah. I'd probably, 1, ask for a hug. 2, can you adopt me? And 3, probably just ask. What else would I ask? I don't know, for $5. No, probably not.
$5.
Well, $5, Will Smith.
$5.
Alyssa over here would like $5, please.
She needs lunch
get him to
money.
sign it, you know?
Yeah.
He's got a $5 framed of Will Smith's signature.
But yeah,
Turn that $5 into $50 with that
exactly.
autograph.
Like,
Easy.
what?
Yeah.
Ooh, what would I ask him? I don't know. Yeah, there's probably 3 questions.
No, it's
No,
good.
we
It's
have
good.
Many.
What
I
about
like
you,
Will
Don?
Smith. I always liked him.
Oh God, I don't even know. I don't idolize too many celebrities, believe it or not. Like I used to when I was younger. But they're not my idols anymore. Like Eminem, I used to love his rap because he's controversial, and back then he was a bad guy. Let's be real. But now, I mean, I have respect for him a little bit. Like his political views, I'm on par with him. He did step up and raise his original daughter and then his 2 adopted daughters. I didn't like the way he shit talked his wife, however. But I don't know, he has grown up. But I liked him for obviously not good reasons back when I was 14, just because I thought he was hot. But he is a lyrical genius. He really is. Like the way he raps and you know, his words. His
words.
Well, no, because like
I like his words.
He raps random words that you wouldn't use in a rap. There's one about like a medicine. I don't know.
He's like a linguist.
Yes.
A linguist.
Well, it's like the whole like nothing rhymes with orange. Door hinge. Like, and that's I don't remember what his other answers were, but that was one of his rhymes for orange. Was door hinge.
Yeah. What I don't know. I guess
the science guy. Anyone still like him?
I used to like Bill, but he's not like. See, my biggest issue is as the people I idolize grow up, and then I find out they're terrible people.
Yeah.
And then it's like I know me. I'd be like, "Hi, God, I'm so curious to like have dinner with this person," and then I would ask them all about the terrible stuff, and I'd like debate them on it.
Well, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I would love
though.
epic debates with my heroes. David Suzuki, love him. Miss Frizzle, love that bitch.
Oh, cartoon characters. We're doing cartoon characters now too.
Yeah. Well,
I'm having Eric Cartman come to my table because just that. I just want that kid there.
I want Ruby Gloom. I want to find out why she's so sad.
Ruby. Maybe she knows the real world that we live in.
and then we could dress all goth and go to dinner, like theme it.
I love goth aesthetic.
Oh my God.
I know, me too.
It's just so much work. I just don't have the energy for it.
Yeah.
You have to accessorize so much.
People who inspire me, people who's put that much effort into a look. Like I can't.
I barely find clothes that fit.
Like
I don't get to pick my style. The style kind of picks me at this point.
Yeah. Comfort picks me.
That's
speaking of gothic, Bailey Sarian, I love her. I would sit with her.
I would join. I like her too.
Who is that?
She does the makeup and mystery.
Yeah, Murder Mystery Makeup
Oh.
Mondays.
Okay.
She also does the Dark History podcast.
Yeah.
So she's been talking a lot about like racial histories, like the Tulsa race riots and stuff, which is like really good because a lot of people don't know about that stuff. So yeah, she's educating the world and looking beautiful while doing it.
Yeah,
Good
like,
for her.
Yeah.
and you know me, I used to love using makeup. So I just want to like sit with like makeup tips and then talking about serial killers. Like that would be great while we eat.
Jenna Fish. Wait, what's her name? No, sorry. What's her name? Jen. Fuck.
Jenna Marbles?
No. No, Jamie French. There we go. Jamie French. I would love to have. She's another YouTuber that used to do makeup. Now she's not always does makeup. I was watching her while Sonia was over for the live stream.
Oh, I love her. I've only
I
saw her
know,
twice.
right? Yeah, she reviews like movies and like old MTV shows and stuff.
I know what we're talking about now. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm part of the cool kids, I promise.
No, it's so good. Okay, all I do is consume content, Alyssa, like every day, whether it be books, articles, podcasts, or TV or YouTube. So don't feel bad if you don't understand what I'm talking about, because half the time I'm like explaining the stuff. Just as like random.
Of who or what we're talking about anyway.
I just watch too much stuff. That's all it is, all the time.
TV all the time. I'm watching Stargate for the 100th time in my life. Like I am rewatching stuff from my childhood. I haven't caught up to the last decade yet. One day.
One day.
Did you guys ever watch Ready or Not?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, the movie.
It's
the horror
coming
movie.
back with the original like actors, like the two original girls, right?
Really?
Yeah, it's coming back. This
Are you
is not a
sure?
drill, guys.
This is
Yeah.
not a drill. This is not a drill.
Drill. This is not. I
No,
repeat.
the
this is
two
not a drill.
actresses like posted. Okay, hold on. You guys talk. I do this sometimes where I Google in the middle and they continue the conversation. Cool.
Now we're just gonna be awkward about it.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
we're put on the spot, Jessica. Like,
You guys can ask questions too.
I don't have any questions.
Right?
I got a stupid question. What's your favorite color?
I don't have a favorite color.
Is yours
As of
blue,
June-
Alyssa?
okay.
I'm just curious.
Sorry.
Because
Just
you're wearing
quick-
blue, your hair is blue.
As of June 2021, the show is in preliminary development for a reboot series.
Yay!
Real.
It's real.
Real.
It's real. You know who inspires me? My kids, because they're very young and they came out as whatever LGBT, whatever they're
LGBTQ+.
yeah. Yes, but like they're all different. So like that's what I don't want to out them. It's not anyone else's business what they are or what they identify as. So I just want to say that they have all come across and had their own battles with that, and they are amazing for it. So they inspire me.
Yeah, that's
Amazing.
amazing. Like any child that's able to do that, especially with like, I mean, I hate like the way some laws are starting to change to
Mm-hmm.
be a bit discriminatory towards that. Any child that comes out, like it's so brave.
Yeah. And like we tried to give them an environment where they don't have to come out, and they didn't really come out to us, but they're coming out to other people, and they're not really getting positive responses.
Oh no.
And then, so like it sucks that we gave them at home such a safe place to be themselves and express themselves and not have to put labels on their life. But when they go to family and friends and then they're not very understanding, it's pretty shitty.
Yeah, that's really
So-
hard because you can't protect them from everything.
Nope, they just gotta live the world and know that sometimes people can't change their views no matter how much education they're
Yeah.
given. Shitty.
Sucks.
They inspire me every day. Little soft, squishy words are not fucking working.
No, they're not. It
Well,
never works.
I also find when you're like trying to like you're being emotional or whatever too, your brain just jumbles up the words and you have an edible on top of that. So
Oh my god, I've had a few, but like usually I can power through and talk. I'm just having a hard time today. The hot, fucking hot flash and the holy shit. And then
That's-
the other words too. Like
I told my son to Zeus a lemon yesterday because I meant to say zest and juice, and I just combined them. I just said Zeus the lemon.
That's
Just
a good
Zeus it.
word.
But did he
Yeah.
understand what you meant? Like, was he like,
No,
yeah,
no,
okay,
no.
I'll
I had
use
to
it.
I had to reiterate that I meant zest and juice, and then he laughed at me.
But
But
that was the thing. I'm gonna use it.
yeah,
We're gonna Zeus a lemon.
Zeus the lemon, Zeus the
Cheesecake,
lime,
Zeus it.
yeah, Zeus it.
Speaking of
the lime
cheesecake,
and the
Sonia,
coconut.
you need to make some cheesecakes.
Come
next
to my
time.
house.
Yeah, I'll start walking. I'll get there.
Right. It's really hard to travel and make cheesecakes when I'm traveling.
Well, then make it when you get to your destination.
I'll just come to your house. I'll mess up
Fine,
your
come to
kitchen.
my house. Use my kitchen. I don't care.
All right.
She doesn't care as long as she gets cheesecake.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's all I
cleaning it
care.
up, so you know.
That's fine. I'll
Not-
do the dishes if you bake. It's fine.
Perfect.
Or I'll make Nicholas do the dishes while you bake. Like, I'll have a system. Don't you worry.
All right. As long as I'm not cleaning, I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
So I may have to then share it with my said son. So I don't know if I really want to do that. Maybe
Not
I'll
if we
eat the
eat
cheesecake.
it fast enough.
Yeah, and then put him to work.
That's right. Eat it.
He doesn't need to know what he's cleaning up.
That's right.
Just be like,
Yeah,
yeah, there's
right.
some dishes there.
You tell him it's spicy. He won't like it.
No, he loves spicy. He
No.
loves spicy. He loves
You
sour.
tell him
There's
it's
nothing.
too spicy. It's too
He is
spicy.
a
You won't
garbage.
like it.
Like he's a garbage disposal. He'll eat everything. So no,
You
I
lie.
can't do it.
Fucking lie.
I
You're
lie.
never told to lie to.
My son's on a I need to just test everything quick because I think he like realized that sometimes I do lie about how food tastes so that he doesn't take it.
Oh
So now he's just like, no,
no.
I want to have a little bit. Like let me try. He had a sip of coffee the other day because he's like,
Ooh.
no, that creamer says caramel. So like I know what
I
that
know that's
tastes
good.
like. Let me have a sip in your coffee.
Did he like it?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no. And so it starts. It begins.
I'm so sad. I'm sad for you.
I
My heart's
know.
broken for you.
Now you're gonna have to make him coffee. I did that mistake with Nicholas. I made I got the Oreo kind flavored, the international
Oh, yeah.
Oreo creamer,
Mm.
and I had it in the fridge. And Nicholas looks, he's like, I like Oreo. I was like, okay, I'll make you a coffee with it. Sure enough, every morning then, right before he had to do online schooling, Mom, can you make me a coffee? I was like, Greg, no, you make me a coffee. What?
Yeah, just teach him how to make it. Like that's like Ernest can make my coffee now.
If you guys are watching, YouTube's on Saturday.
You're
I just
struggling?
didn't make it.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna put this up a little though.
Eyes up here. Eyes up here.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Don't
fine.
look.
I think we are almost finished anyway. If anyone else has anything else that or any other person that inspires them or anything they want to know from everyone else.
I'm inspired by Alyssa's courage right now for joining us today. That
I
was
know.
amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
because
you.
we talk too much, so like we understand.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes I
that's
don't say
okay.
much either.
No, it's okay. I just enjoyed the company. It's an adult conversation away from my cough
Sort of.
problems. I'm good.
Everyone thinks it's salt.
We
Yeah.
talk about kids being like annoying all the time.
And
like, I think
assholes.
in every
we
episode,
mention
it's
kids being
mentioned.
assholes all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could probably change our name to Kids Are Assholes and people would know.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, they are assholes. As soon as they see
Relatable.
Parents to
Really?
assholes. That's our new
Yeah.
one. Like opinion lushes are parents to assholes. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. There's a difference between saying your kids are assholes and then calling your kids assholes to their face. You know, there's-
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
don't do
god.
that.
Just want to point that out. People are like, I call my kid an asshole all the time.
Okay,
Garbage.
hold on.
That's still bad.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't say to Nicholas that you're an asshole. But he is 15 and he is a teenager. But I'm like, can you stop doing asshole things?
Well,
like,
that's always you don't call your kid bad.
right.
You
right.
just
Yeah.
mention that behavior is unacceptable.
Right. You're doing
Exactly.
bad things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
That's
like,
what it
hey, you're a douchebag. Like that's how you say it.
Have I done that?
You know
Well,
what?
I
You'll-
may
You
have.
can learn. You can
You'll
learn.
find
right?
out when your kid takes you to therapy in like 10
Yeah.
years.
So
That's right.
it'll be
It's
like
a
the
repair.
remember that
Right.
time, Mom, when you called me a douchebag? I'm like, yeah, I did. You were being a douchebag. So what's up?
Yeah.
No, what you say is, sorry, I'm embodying my mom. You say, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. That's not what I remember.
That's not how I
remember
remember
it.
it. You're remembering wrong.
You're
Yeah.
actually over exaggerating the situation right now.
Yeah.
You're over exaggerating. Like
You're being ridiculous.
stop playing the victim. You're
Yeah.
always playing the victim. Like, it's like
Don't-
maybe because
Maybe because I was.
oh my god.
Or
I might
like
have been.
Kara gets, your mom is putting words in your mind. No, no, I'm not. It's your mom's fault.
Telepathy.
Right? Yeah.
Word.
It's always, yeah. He's a bit of a narcissist, so whoever else can have the blame gets the blame. Like that's
Yeah.
just how it is. But your mom did it. And then they're like, no, I know you did. Fuck off. And then you got to pay for therapy. Who's paying for therapy? Not that asshole.
I know. Oh my gosh. So
All
fucking
right.
expensive. Okay. Okay. What
My kids'
inspires me?
therapy
Oh, wait. Okay.
inspires-
Last. I just want to finish. I just want to finish this. What would inspire me as a politician who fights for free therapy, like actual therapy, not like shit
Yes.
therapy. Like
Right?
all therapy is just covered. Like it's an OHIP
Yes.
thing. Like
Mental
that would
health,
be cool.
Like all mental health, not just.
Yeah, not just specific therapies or specific, like, no, just if you're a licensed therapist, you should be able to offer free services under OHIP. That's it.
Yes.
And so if any NDP members want to bring that up, I would very
They're
much
more
inspire
likely to
you. Would
do
very
it.
much
If
inspire
anything,
me.
They want that. So
Some of them do, but yes.
majority.
you-
I think majority. That's their thing.
If you live in Southern Ontario, near Niagara region, Pathstones, kids get free therapy. No ifs, buts about it. You don't even need to show your health card or tell them your address or anything. Your kid's having a bad day, mental health, Pathstones in Niagara Falls. That's a good plug
Good,
them.
Oh, resources.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They are-
resources.
they're amazing. If you have extra dollars, donate to Pathstones. They didn't ask me. I just love them so much. They've helped my kids so much. So
They inspire us.
they
Thank you,
inspired my
Pathstones.
kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you,
Good.
Pathstones.
Okay, well, thank you so much for listening tonight. If you have to call in sick to work, do so.
Yes.
If you're sick or hungover, because some of us are sick and some of us will be hungover.
Sometimes you'll be a little too hungover. That's right.
And thank you so much, Alyssa, for joining us today.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you for having me. It was lots of fun.
She's a loyal fan, so
Yeah, I am.
Every single one.
And the YouTubies.
And the YouTubies.
yes, you'll be able to see Alyssa on YouTube the Saturday after this episode airs. So please check Opinionated Lushes out there. And thank you so much and have a good evening and drink responsibly. I always feel like that's
Good
needed. Good night.
You never
Right.
follow it, but drink responsibly.